And welcome back to Let's Say The Elder Scrolls Online, Episode 3. So I looked up the armor I was supposed to wear, and it's a heavy hat, light shoulder pads, and then medium everything else. Because of some of the, like, special things. I would love to, but I'm too weak. Anyways, but I was through Eldrum House Healer. I'm asked by the prominent noble from Rotharin, Ola's Redarin, to expound upon the bane of long-suffering dark elves everywhere, skin blights. These spots care little for economic or social standing, poor or rich, young or old. And pestilences can affect anyone and seem to have preference for the Dunmer complexion. They range from mild annoyances to destructive infestations that lead to disfigurement and even death in a wake. The Dunmer healers, where healing masters from each house gather to exchange information and work together to deal with plagues. He at the base of the tribunal have dubbed all skin-related illnesses a corpus, using the ancient Velothi word for skin blight. Plagues that ravage the land. Corpus maladies have both natural and unnatural origins. The alchemical or even magical version of a blight gets loose to devastate the public. For example, the Flay Blight of 2nd Era 565. Throughout that long and scorching summer, a terrible affliction ravaged the western shore of Vardenfell. About hundreds of dark elves contracted rashes that irritated the flesh and blotched the skin. Extensive investigation by the Council of Healers, it was categorically concluded that the Flay Blight was the direct result of a change in the alchemical formula of Mystic's Majestic Face Cream. That's why the Dummer integument seems to be notoriously susceptible to corpus maladies. Well, the best I can offer is searing conjecture. Some believe that the Dummer people are ill-favored by fate. It's particularly predisposed to skin blights and other irritations, and their ruthless industrial nature makes their blood run hot. All manner of disease to breed and take root in their bodies. I have found no clear proof of such thermal differences between a dark elf, or say an orc or nord. We do appear to run warmer than our guardians, but that's subject for another report. There are also those who hold to the old religions, the corpus and other blights as direct evidence of Malaka's fury against Dunmer, the god of curses, they believe. Tests us by sending afflictions after affliction, push our physical prowess and overall health to its limits. And alchemists, I try to leave myth and religion outside when I enter the realm of methodological theorizing. Studies, which include treating afflicted Dunmer and reviewing the work of reputable healers throughout Morrowind and the neighboring lands, include that most natural corpus outbreaks, including inflammation and discoloration, while flaking and sloughing of corrupted flesh, an outbreak of blisters or ulcerations appear to be the result of unsanitary conditions, unbalanced humors, or mystical creatures of foul and ill-tempered disposition. Many of my colleagues scoff at such fears, but are willing to believe that every action results from either the interplay of magicka, the movement of celestial bodies, or other more traditional views of healing and sickness. The best method for avoiding corpus blights of all varieties: bathe often, clean garments, and eat and drink only the purest of foods and liquors. If it makes you feel any better, you can also mutter a protective prayer to ward off Malaka's unwanted intentions. And no such arcane rituals probably won't make your chance of contracting a blight any worse, probably make you feel more comfortable. The Time of the Ebonheart Pact by Al-Lithala. The wheel of time turns, and the dawn it was the day of the Almi, and then came the time of men, but now as the decay and chaos in the Emperor makes clear, the men is past. The men of Tamriel, only the Eastern Nords, had the strength of character to join the Dumerian Argonians, repelling the recent invasion of Snake Man from Alcavar, by showing that all men, only they may be trusted. Time and again, men have shown that without proper guidance, and meddling with external powers leads to disaster. Reckless dabbling with beings beyond Nirn must stop forever. At the time of the Ebonheart Pact, which shall and must become the Tamriel Pact. In the pact that Aedra, Daedra, and Histor are revered from an appropriate distance. Within the pact is a tribunal, 3 living gods who abide among us here in Nirn. The interest therefore coincides with all that of the residents of Nirn. Only they have shown how to treat successfully with powers beyond Nirn. The action of those who sit the ruby throne or pull the strings have brought Tamriel to the verge of irretrievable doom. As we scour from the face of Cyrodiil, and the decaying remains of the Empire of Men must be swept away. It shall be replaced by the Pact, which will enforce peace across the continent and strictly regulate all involvement in dangerous magical pursuits. When warriors of the Pact Never know peace and freedom until we occupy the White Gold Tower. Hags, harpies, and hag ravens. By the unveiled Azadieth, songbird of Satakalam. So I listened, to a sermon by the thrice honorable High Priest, Loser of the High Temple. Consider hags, harpies, and hag ravens, Kothi. Are these monsters not all, each and every one, woman and therefore wicked? Myself, it seems to me that this is a priest who likes not women, wherefore? Wherefore, where, and if women are wicked, does he find the virtues in men, which he infers as corollary? Was not the grandee Khorazm who basely slew his 13 wives a man? Were not the terrible ogres of the hills and the giants of the mountain always male? Consider the legendary Minotaur, is he not even excessively male? Was not Sept the god deceiver a male? So called I then upon the thrice honorable high priest Zoldar in his quarters, and spake this to him, but he was unabashed, and called me immodest and presumptuous. Yes, I presume, I said. Shall presume further, and I veiled my feathers and disrobed my form, and he said, Is this the wickedness you fear, holy priest? The priest did shake and perspire and reach for me with fingers evident trembling. But I struck him aside with a laugh and resumed my garments, and I said to him, So the priest said, a true woman gives not her gifts to ones who does not respect them. And thus did I deliver a sermon unto the high priest. Oh, hi. Let's see, journal. Oh, it's the exact same. Cool. Quests. I believe if I look in collections. I don't know what it's actually gonna do. Stories. Yeah, so I guess did I just not have the... Because here's the thing, wasn't I in... Oh, was I during a trial doing this? Yeah, I know.
Greetings, my good friend.
Oh, not you.
Farewell, my good friend.
So I guess Divine Conundrum is actually the only quest I can do right now. Of course, I'm a little bit more knowledgeable of how the game works, so...
Forgive me, Outlander.
Oh yeah, I forget you speak.
I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with. I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
What happened in the ancestral tomb?
Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us.
Ooh, you mentioned another priest.
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions. But there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
Zyphreium can go to tomb and help Canon Levoul, I guess.
Tyson, what's wrong? Someone help!
Why, the three? First a wounded armiger, now this.
By dawn and dusk, evil creeps through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
Settings.
Those words, what do they mean?
What happened?
Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Lord Vivec, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivec's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
Forgive Khajiit for asking what just happened here.
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Yeah, why do the Khajiit speak in third person? I'm looking this up. Tell this one more about your mission at the tomb.
We sought guidance in a matter that concerns Lord Vivec. I received specific questions to ask while Levoul concentrated on summoning his ancestor. The Daedra ruined those plans when they fell upon Urnsey, and we were forced to flee.
Daedra?
Vile creatures from oblivion. You hear about an odd ghost or a nest of vampires, but never Daedra. Please, if they're still there, they'll rip Canon Levoul apart. He's definitely not a warrior. Just look at what they did to the buoyant armiger.
Oh, so apparently they don't like, so with, Khajiit has an accent, it sounds to Pakuri like a little man or mer speaking of Khajiit face, most disturbing. So Tagar is a Khajiit, so it's probably... It's not... So, if you played Mass Effect, there's those weird jelly people that I somehow know about, that are similar.
They seek to emulate Lord Vivec's deeds through actions and words. Poor Urnsey. Those monsters went straight for her. Her blood flowed like lava from Red Mountain.
And those Khajiit, Red Mountain.
Where are you from? Children learn of Red Mountain before they even taste Flynn.
From elsewhere.
Sits at the center of Vardenfell, periodically rumbling like a sleeping Nyx shaking its leg. Lately, however, it seems to be waking from its long slumber.
Let's learn more about Azura.
Azura is the cruel but wise Daedra.
Wait, why do we
of
have an
dawn and
H?
dusk. She's one of the good Daedra, for what that's worth. But for her to speak through an innocent means something terrible is about to happen. Why else would she dare Lord Vivec's wrath?
So apparently it's, like, they don't, like, generally the language that they have apparently doesn't do first-person stuff. And I guess it's kind of similar to the jelly people, in which sort of like an altruistic or type of view that, you know, we should treat ourselves the same way that we treat others. Azura do not get along.
What do they teach you where you come from? Lord Vivec's a living god. Azura is merely the anticipation of Sothasil. Vivec stands as the present and the future, while Azura clearly represents Vardenfell's past. So no, they don't get along.
Who is Lord Vivec?
You don't know Lord Vivec, one of the living gods of the Dunmer Tribunal. You must be new to our land, Outlander. But there's no time. Canon Levoul remain behind. He needs help if he's going to get inside the tomb and ask Vivec's questions.
Vivec's a living god.
Yes, one of the god monarchs of Morrowind. He's the warrior poet who lives in a grand palace in Vivec City. Lord Vivec sent us on this holy mission to request information from Canon Levoul's ancestor. It breaks my heart that I have failed him.
Sheep must go now. Wolves? Oh yeah, you have those weird giant bugs you guys ride. How about we don't?
Bah! Dull-clawed pieces of... How could this happen, Falura? Yes. Hello.
Yes.
What are you doing out in the middle of nowhere? Going for a walk? This one often walks. Around here, I mean.
Alright, you seem nervous.
Nervous? Me? Ha! Do not make this one laugh. Hallingier is just horrible. Bandits kicked this one out of his home and stole his crops. Hallingier is just a simple farmer, you see. They will make me a starving pauper.
I know that apparently there's like a free little like intro thing or something to elsewhere. So that, because I don't remember ever seeing this guy when I was doing, well, all the things, I guess.
Help?
Everyone help, by the way.
Bless you. This one planted his crops in a cavern nearby. Zainsipilu, please, retrieve my notes and poison the water. Without proper irrigation, the plants will wither. It pains me to kill them, but these bandits must not prosper.
I mean, I could just go and kill them. Wouldn't that be better? We'll collect these notes and poison the crops for you.
You are a true hero, Walker. A brave and noble warrior.
Yeah, he calls me Walker.
Aurora and I are forever in your debt.
Okay, you're growing in there.
Sorry, I was just... Hey! You and I have the same belt buckle. What are the chances, huh?
I'll change the subject.
I am sorry. This one is a nervous wreck. Hallingier is growing a rare Khajiiti herb. Very delicate and very desirable. Good for seasoning fish and
It's moon sugar.
Satisfied?
You'll see.
Do not worry, Walker. You can depend on Hallingier.
Who's this, Fulera?
Flora is this one's loyal farmhand. She is not very bright, and she is very lazy. Always scribbling notes and asking silly questions. But I keep her on anyway. Hallingier always does right by his friends.
This one must know. I'm gonna have to get used to this. Yeah, look for a better farmhand.
I could, but this one likes Falora. Plus, she probably knows too much.
Please tell this one knows too much about what?
She knows too much about my farming practices. Yes. Hallingier has many secret farming tricks, like using fish heads and Gore dung for fertilizer. But this one has already said too much, yes?
She must go now. You can probably defeat these. I think a lot of stuff is... You know, I know how to play the game now. Because what sucks is I have to take all that stuff. And I can't store it anywhere. No, I don't like weird mushroom land. Oh, well, I'm literally almost there, so... Zion Spillu discovered. I didn't fully follow what he's saying, but the dampness, volcano warmth, and natural ventilation all combine to make Xenospil an unusually lush subterranean environment. I'm guessing that there's, like, part of his water goes through here or something? Oh, so much for that nice music, huh? But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode, though. So enjoy the city.